Okay, we're at Tomatillo. Did a bit of wow stuff today. We were up awfully late. Alcohol was keeping us up.
Yeah.
Did you open the marshmallow?
Yeah.
Did you drink it all?
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe that's why he slept in extra late today, because you were a bit.
I needed to forget about it. Yeah. Yeah, when I first tasted it, I realized, wow, this is awful. And hey, it's only 4%. You could drink this all night and not be drunk.
So if he drank it all night and really wasn't all that drunk.
4%.
Not nearly as. I mean, then there's me. I had the spiced beer, spiced triple, and then I had the remainder Rolls, I think, yeah. And then I got something else, whatever.
The Christmas?
The Christmas stuff. And that kind of kept me roasty for a little while, but once I ate Indian food, I sobered right up.
Yeah, the rice totally absorbed it.
The rice totally absorbed everything. I had to switch over to my Horde character because dinner hadn't been delivered yet, and so I was getting drunker and drunker and drunker, and it was sitting in trade chat. So I had to go over to my Horde character because at least if I'm going to piss off people there, only about 1/3 of the server is going to hear it. So we looked up Icecrown population or Icecrown Malagos. It is about 2/3 to 1/3 Horde to Alliance to Horde.
Which is wild, because everything is so much more heavily Horde. Like, the Alliance at least complains so much about Horde.
That's because you're hearing it more. But that's the thing is, it's the same thing with insular groups. You're always going to hear more about, like, you and I are basically Trekkies. And so we hear a lot of the Star Wars hate, but we don't hear a lot of the Star Trek hate. We don't hear a lot of the Star Trek hate because we're not in the Star Wars group.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'll guarantee you this one, after having expansions, in fact most of the game, I've had Ethan, my druid. I rolled him in BC. I just sort of kept him around because during Wrath it was nice to get both sides of the story, and Draenor, Warlords of Draenor, it was great to have the other side. Not so much now, but then when Legion happened, I get to see the Druid Order Hall, as well as the Shaman one with Kenora, and the Mage and the Warrior, and the Priest twice.
With Kenoru.
You know. But that's just that. Anyways, it's like 5:44. It's very dark outside. And I'm talking and eating and things are getting stuck in my throat. But yeah. Probably going to go home and play on my rogue a bit because there's not much I'm doing. Most of the general bulk of my characters have killed everything from a storm. I might raid finder on somebody, but I don't know who. Aaron's like, I could only really do a Razagath until I start getting that fight down. Because Aaron's like, there's even Aaron doing that fight on one character. As he said yesterday, it's not that hard of a fight.
Yeah, it's not. It's really not.
There we go. Oh yeah, it's not that hard of a fight. And once the mechanics get down, yeah, maybe with undergeared people, you might be getting up to 3 or 4, but you'll be getting into stage 4, or into stage 2. You'll get past the intermission, but you might struggle a little bit getting through the intermission. Because if nobody's getting blown off in the first phase, and nobody's dying to breath, then you're just going to have an issue getting all the ads down in the intermission phase.
Yeah.
So you might only need 2 or 3 if you have a lot of undergeared people. But once you get through it once, everyone's going to be gifted that little thing that upgrades at least 1 piece of gear, and people are going to put it on their most favorite gear. Like when Ratza gets it, most likely from the thing, it's going straight, well, she only has 1 piece of crafted gear, and it's her axe. Yeah. But like, Raleigh's goggles took 1 spark. His wrist took 1 spark. So I'm thinking of like commissioning the staff from an inscriptor, from a scribe. Because you say you can't make it and it'll take a while for you to get.
I can make the int epic staff.
Okay, I thought you said the algae epic staff.
I wasn't sure, so I checked.
Okay, well,
But I can't improve it.
that's what I'm saying. But in a couple weeks,
Yeah.
definitely. But then again, I don't need Aaron to do it necessarily, because next week specialties are going to be all screwed up.
Yeah.
You know, it's still going to be annoying to cap my thing, but at least I'm going to get enchantment open on Ganoru.
Yeah.
I don't even have enchantment open. I went disenchantment, something with the blue, affinity of the blue, something like that, and then I went to rod so I could make my Cosgarite rod, not knowing it would be such an absolute shitty grind to get all the way up to 100 to get the last thing. They're dicking that come Tuesday, so
They're nerfing it.
they're nerfing it come Tuesday, but so I'll be able to put all my points, and I'm saving my points for enchantment. I have like 26 specialization points right now, and they're all going to go in enchantment, and they're going to be kind of spread around. In fact, I might get more of, and that's the thing, is I have to look at every single one because I've never looked at it. I was like, I'll get there eventually. That was my idea. I'll get there eventually. I just did not realize that 90 to 100 would be so bad, and it is for a lot of professions. And I do feel that I did luck out in my engineering
Yeah.
for being able to cap that out and cap out Gnome. Not only did I get to 100, I got to 105. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking and I'm gonna eat.